Hello fam, welcome back to this channel. Are you tired of feeling like your brain is in a constant tug of war between what you need to do and what you are really worried about? Well, cozy up, because in today's video we are looking at how you can stop overthinking everything. Imagine you are at home, trying to plan your week ahead, but instead of jotting down your tasks that you need to do for the week, your mind starts, wandering into the maze of what ifs and maybes. That will sound familiar to you, right? I've been there too, and I know how this feels like. Sometimes that is our minds. But don't worry, because I'm here today to sprinkle some clarity into this chaos. So, off your shoes and let's dive into the pool of this productivity. First up, anytime you find yourself overthinking and over worrying about everything, just pause button. You see, instead of letting your thoughts race like a runaway train, hit pause. Take a deep breath, drink some water, and ask yourself this question: is this helping me to plan, or is just causing me mess? You see, anytime I try using this strategy, I would end up realizing that it's not anything that I have to overthink it or worry about it. Spoiler alert, it's just something that is messing up with my brain space. Now, let's look at this with a real life scenario. Picture this: you are at work tackling a project with a deadline, then your mind starts throwing unexpected problems at you, imagining every possible problems along the way of the work that you are tackling at the moment in your workplace. But before you start to feel worried, do this. Take a step back and look at it in this picture. Like, are these worries grounded in reality, or they are just, imaginary obstacles? Think about it this way, and then try, to channel your inner problem solver and separate it from the fiction. This is going to help you to stop overthinking and then channel your thoughts in a positive direction. Okay, before I share this point, I would like to share a bit about my personal story overthinking. You see, I also got myself into overthinking for more than 3 years, and I've been wondering how I can stop overthinking and all of those negative thoughts. Sometimes I will be in my bed for hours and I just can't sleep because I'm overthinking. What if this happened? And what if on top of that, this is to happen and that happens and this, and I'm going to lose this, I'm going to get out of this, a whole lot of things that I used to think about. And these were really wild negative thoughts and overthinking that I've been having during those times. So I made an attitude of, learning and getting out of this overthinking problem that I found myself stuck into. And trust me, this solution that I'm about to share, or the strategy, is the most powerful one that has ever helped me to overcome this attitude that I felt it worth sharing with everyone outside there. And what is this? This is to use positive thinking to stop overthinking. After reading all this book and practicing all of this in my personal life, and then coming out with this positive thinking to stop overthinking. You see, instead of getting stuck in the field of worrying about every little thing that is going on in your life, sometimes it's not even something that is going on in your life. You see, study shows that 80% of the things that we think in our heads, or the thoughts that we run, only exist in our heads. They do not do in the reality. So you might find yourself thinking and worrying about things that only exist in your head. In reality, they don't. And usually, even if they can happen, it is something that you can control. It is something that you can get over. It is something that you can avoid. So I use this simple strategy to overcome my years of overthinking. So try looking at the situations with more of a positive light. And then instead of letting your mind run with this negative wild thoughts, remind yourself of the good things that could happen. By focusing on the positive, you can stop overthinking and approach challenges with a clearer, more optimistic mindset. This is something that really works for me, and I would recommend for anybody out there. And I felt like this was sharing for my challenge that I've been going through for the past years, that finally I've been able to break through. And I know that a lot of people are out there going through the same challenge that I went through. I am free now. And finally, let's wrap it up with a splash of productivity. Remember, productivity isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's just about, making progress one step at a time. Your size on the finish line and embrace the journey with open arms. So if you find this tips so helpful, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel for more practical wisdom. I am Adams, and until the next time, remember to stay calm, stay focused, and let productivity lead the way.